video, we're going to be talking about how earthquakes are formed. So earthquakes are basically formed by two ways: transform boundary and converge boundary. Let's first start with transform boundary. So transform boundary is basically when two tectonic plates sliding against each other like this, and these two tectonic plates cannot go past each other easily, but they're always sliding. So the two tectonic plates are locked together, and then because of friction causes pressure to build up. And then suddenly the pressure is released, and then this causes seismic waves. The seismic wave cause vibrations, and that vibrations trigger an earthquake. When these seismic waves vibrate, they reach the Earth's surface and cause an earthquake. And an earthquake can be really deadly, and when it happens underwater, it can also cause a tsunami. So how are the seismic waves traveling? They're basically, when the pressure is getting released, they basically just start vibrating like a ripples in water. Like you can see that one right there. See? So they travel up to the Earth's crust and create an earthquake. Yeah. So now let's go to the anatomy of an earthquake. You can see these two lands. Those are the tectonic plates, different plates. Those are tectonic plates. This is one tectonic plate, this is another one. And then you can see this line right here. That is the fault line. It basically divides two tectonic plates. And then it comes the focus. So the focus is basically in that line right here, between that line where one tectonic plate and another tectonic plate hit each other, and that focus, when there's a lot of pressure, when they're locked together, friction causes pressure, and then that pressure will release in the seismic waves. You can see these red lines right here. Those are basically vibrations or caused by a seismic wave, and they travel upwards to the epicenter, and the epicenter is right here, and it's the most dangerous part of the earthquake anatomy. And the more closer you are to the epicenter, the more danger you're likely to be in. The epicenter is the point at the Earth's surface directly above the focus. And then above the focus, this is the focus and this is the fault line. And this an example of a transform. So the transform earthquake. So you could see down here is a focus. Up here is epicenter, and this line right here is the fault. But if you were going to do a conversion earthquake, basically the focus will be here, the epicenter will be here, and the fault will be right here, right in that line, this line right here. So that would be the fault, focus, and epicenter. So how are earthquakes measured? So earthquakes are measured by using something called a seismometer. So a seismometer is basically a draws line. So like, let's just say there's an earthquake. The seismometer would start to move. The higher the waves are, the deadlier, the more dangerous the earthquake is, but the lower the waves are, the smaller the earthquake is. So that is how earthquakes are formed, and which tool do we measure earthquakes and the anatomy of earthquakes.